10 years into his reign, Xie Yanzheng tried to have me dethroned as empress. 10 times. Everyone in the palace knew it. The emperor despised me to his core, hated that I'd taken the empress seat, and even more that I'd driven away the woman he truly loved. But when rebel blades tore through the throne hall, he didn't hesitate for a second. He threw himself over me and took the arrow meant for my heart. His warm blood splattered across my face. He collapsed in a pool of it, staring at me, eyes full of a lifetime of exhaustion and emptiness. Kui Yinzhang, the life I owed you, consider it repaid. In the next life, I hope we never cross paths. Every word cut straight to the bone. I never thought a next life was actually real. But when I opened my eyes again, I was 17, back at that spring palace banquet. The empress sat on her throne, smiling, telling me to pick a husband from among the princes. Back then, Xie Yanjing was still the crown prince, refined, composed. I looked into those unfathomable eyes of his and felt absolutely nothing. I just looked away. I turned and handed the jade token, the one that seals a marriage, to the frail, sickly man standing beside him. This subject wishes to marry the Prince of Qin. The whole hall erupted. The Prince of Qin's family had no power, no royal favor, and the man himself was basically a walking health crisis. Everyone thought the Kui family's eldest daughter had lost her mind, passing up the crown princess seat for a prince who might not even survive the year. On her throne, the empress's smile froze. Her jeweled nails tapped the armrest. Marriage is not a game, Yinzhang. Think carefully. I knew exactly what was going on. She'd always wanted me as the crown princess, a stepping stone for Xie Yanzheng. But my father had once saved the emperor's life, and as a reward, I'd been granted the right to choose my own husband. That's why she had to put on this little show today. Just half an hour ago in the inner chamber, she'd held my hands warmly and asked what I thought of the crown prince. Back then, every bit of my heart belonged to Xie Yanjing. I hadn't even answered, and my cheeks were already burning. His Highness is wonderful. The Empress smiled knowingly and pressed the white jade token into my palm. At the banquet, give it to the crown prince. I'll handle the rest. But living this life over again, I was destined to let her down. I lowered my eyes and bowed. This subject's mind is made up. I wish to marry the Prince of Qin. The room exploded in noise. Even Xie Yanzheng, always cold, always unreadable, lifted his eyes. That cool, sharp gaze cut straight through the crowd of gold cups and jade dishes and landed directly on me. His brow furrowed. Barely, but I caught it. In the end, the Empress shut it down, saying a marriage this important needed to be discussed with my family first. And just like that, the whole thing was brushed aside. Inside the hall, a noblewoman I was close with couldn't hold it in anymore. She leaned in and whispered, "That was such a perfect opportunity. Why didn't you pick the crown prince? Haven't you had feelings for him for years?" Outside, sunlight shimmered across the water, and for a moment I felt dizzy. The truth was, in my past life, I chose him without a second thought. He'd taken the jade token from me with a face like ice. When the Empress issued the decree, we knelt side by side, every courtesy observed, not a trace of happiness. From start to finish, perfectly proper, cold and hollow, like he was just closing a political deal. After I married into the Eastern Palace, there were 3 years that looked calm on the surface. Xie Yanzheng had been raised from childhood as the heir. Never indulge in personal feelings was drilled into him at the bone. He scheduled his time with me like it was court business. Precise. Twice a month, not a minute over. 1 hour each time, one shared meal a day. If he had lunch with me, he wouldn't come back at night. My own parents were strangers under the same roof. I had no idea what a normal marriage even looked like. I actually thought this was just how it worked. And the most embarrassing part? I actually thought he had some feelings for me. Because in the dark behind those bed curtains, he'd look at me with this restrained, almost lost expression. Voice low and rough, barely holding it together, calling my name over and over. But I was wrong. I was projecting. It wasn't until Jiang Peiyue came to the capital that I finally woke up. He wasn't cold by nature. He wasn't above love. Turns out even this untouchable emperor had a heart full of fire. Just never for me.